Emily asked a precalculus question, trigonometry. If theta equals -7 pi over 4, then find the exact values of secant, cosecant, tangent, and cotangent. So starting with the unit circle, we start in the initial position here, and in math, we typically go counterclockwise. However, in Emily's case, we have a negative angle measure, so we are indeed going to go clockwise. So from initial position, this would be -pi radians, and if we keep going, this would be -7 pi over 4. A much easier way of thinking and getting to that same terminal position would just be to go pi over 4 radians in this direction. So either way takes us to this position. I've actually marked here the 45-degree triangle, which you guys know is the same as the pi over 4 if we're doing it in radians. So let me just erase some of this. We've got our triangle. It is the unit circle. So typically we have the 1, 1, root 2, but we do need to make the hypotenuse 1 since the radius in the unit circle is indeed 1. So these legs would be 1 over root 2 and 1 over root 2. The other thing we're going to have to know is our good old SOH CAH TOA. And we do need to know that secant is 1 over cosine. So again, from our CAH, we know cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So in this case, we need to do the reciprocal. So it's going to be the hypotenuse over the adjacent. So let's just go back to our unit circle and we'll read those right off. So from our angle here, our hypotenuse, well, that's just our 1, the radius of the unit circle, and the adjacent is going to be 1 over root 2. So if we have 1 over root 2, that is just going to be the same if you multiply top and bottom by root 2. That is indeed just root 2. The next one, the cosecant, that is going to be 1 over the sine. And then from our SOH CAH TOA, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. We need the reciprocal, so it's going to be hypotenuse over the opposite. So again, going back to our special triangle here, let's just look where we are. We're at from our angle here, hypotenuse again is going to be a radius 1, and the opposite is 1 over root 2. So it is actually identical to the previous answer, 1 over root 2, which is indeed just root 2. So now we go to the tangent. So the tangent of theta, tangent, remember, opposite over adjacent. Well, you can see the opposite is 1 over root 2. The adjacent is 1 over root 2. So it's actually just 1. Then cotangent, we need to know that that is 1 over the tangent, the reciprocal of the tangent. And we just figured out the tangent was 1. So 1 over 1, which is 1. So I hope that helps you. If you have any questions, tag me and ask. Thank you.